Hello and welcome to Bar 20 Arms. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a safety video on automatic pistols. I want to first say we're going to generalize this to a very basic safety video on how to load and unload an automatic pistol. Of course, all automatic pistols are different. Some have hammers, exposed hammers. Some have a shell indicator. This is a typical Glock, which is, it has safeties, but everybody knows it's pretty much just pull the trigger. But we're going to forget about that because it uses the same safety techniques by the human. So here we go. Right here we have our Glock, 10mm. Now this gun should be treated as loaded at all times. You do not want to point it in any direction that is unsafe, i.e. family members, people in general, cars, dogs, anything you don't intend on killing. So, I have mine safely pointed in a direction that will not harm anything or anybody that may be in that direction. Actually, there is nobody in that direction. My computer's in that direction. But anyway, let's get to the point. So, we're going to simulate. Alright, you're going to go to the range and you're going to shoot. So you're going to pull this weapon out of your holster, out of your box, out of your car, anywhere. You'll carry it in the downward position to the range. You'll set it on the table. When it's your turn to shoot, or however it works at your range, you're going to open the slide. It is clear. You'll visually check down the chamber. It is clear. You'll take your magazine, loaded magazine. You'll stick it into the magazine well. Now it is loaded, but it is not ready to fire. It is not chambered. As you can tell, the round is sticking out of the top of the magazine, but it is not chambered. This weapon is considered still safe at this point. In fact, most ranges this is safe and considered clear because the round is not in the chamber. Now in some ranges they want your magazine out and next to the weapon or away from the weapon. Every range is different. So here we go. We have our loaded magazine into our magazine well. Now we are going to chamber this pistol. Now this weapon is hot. You pull this trigger, it will discharge. So now we're going to simulate. You go to the range. You now have a loaded pistol. You shoot your targets. Now you're ready to clear your weapon to make it safe again. You drop your magazine. Now first off, I would like to say here, a lot of people, they like to do this to clear their magazine. That is not considered safe. Reason being, if you accidentally hit the trigger, you drop that slide, it's going to go off. Not necessarily first time because of the detent of the trigger, it's got to go back to a forward position. But it is a dangerous way to do it. I highly recommend the safest possible way to do this is drop the magazine, clear it from the magazine well. Slide your slide rearward. If there's a live round in it, it'll eject. Now you have an empty pistol or a dry pistol. Now let's visually check. Pistol is clear. It is safe to move it away from the table, put it back in the holster, put it back in the, in the box, put it back in the car. Now, if you're a concealed carry holder, it's a little bit different. You would load your pistol and put it back in your holster, ready to go. But in this case, if you are an individual that does not have a concealed carry, which I believe you're crazy, there's no reason why you shouldn't have one. But well, obviously if you can't have one in your area, I apologize. I don't mean anything by that. But if you live in an area where you can get a concealed carry, do it. There's no reason not to. Money, not an issue. You make it happen. You save, you do what you got to do. We're not wealthy. When I got mine 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I had to save up for it. I'm not a wealthy man. I got family to provide for. But I'm gonna protect my family, and I saved up and got it, and I recommend that you do the same. However you need to do it, you do it. If you're in a state that don't have concealed carry, move. Go somewhere that does. There's plenty of states that welcome it. But anyway, that is how you safely unload and load a semi-automatic pistol. Some semi-automatics are slightly different, but the basic idea, the functional idea is the same. Clear the slide, clear the chamber. Visually check once, twice, make sure. Accidents happen. Do not let it happen to you. Just stay focused on what you're doing. Make sure that weapon is cleared. Drop the slide or leave it rearward. It don't matter. No clip in the magazine. That way if you get to playing with it, you're not going to accidentally load it. There you go. That is a semi-automatic safety procedure on loading and unloading. Thanks for watching. Come back to see you soon. Bar 20 Arms.